Probably shrink that just a bit. Jewels. This is fun. Okay, let's do this. Nothing better than starting a game with 30 seconds of mashing. It's always fun. So yeah, this is going to be heavily rusting because I didn't play this in quite a while. It's actually pretty decent pace so far. Yo Virus, thank you so much for those, dude. Really appreciated. So I'm gonna be playing Link to the Past, trying to speedrun it. It's more of a D-Rust these days. Hey Gam, what's up? Of course, he drops money. When he drops money, you're just not gonna get the key. So I'm doing good. I'm trying to de-rust the game a bit. I didn't play this in a few weeks, so I'm definitely going to be rusty. So yeah, like usual, the rats doing what they can to stop me. Thank you Vide for the host, really appreciated. Okay, that's not too bad. So you're gonna see that I'm not as good as Virus, but I'm gonna try to finish the game anyway. But this is the original game, it's not a randomizer. So nothing is random, I know where everything is, that's not an issue. Yeah, you should. It's the best game ever. You should play it all the time. You should never play anything else. Okay, maybe don't go that extreme. So, in this category, we are allowed to do some minor glitches, like really no big things. We are not allowed to save and quit, because they decided so, I guess. But it's gonna be as close to playing the game the intended way as it's gonna get when it comes to speedrunning. Hey Hawaiian Breezy, thank you so much for the host, really appreciated. I had to change my alerts because YouTube sucks, so keep attention. Yeah, taking all the damage today. You don't want to take damage in that area because we need to take a damage boost soon. So if you're losing too much health, it's not a good thing, honestly. So if you have any questions or anything about any parts of the run, I'll do my best to answer them. I'm somewhat knowledgeable about the game, but there might be things that I can't answer. I'll give it my best shot. Thanks for the sparks, dude. I'd try to wave, but I need my hands at this time, so... I'm doing good, dude. I've mostly been busy with work, and I also moved recently, so... I've been pretty busy, but I'm doing good. Hope that you're doing good as well. Haven't had the chance to stop on your stream recently. So if you're still playing Majora's Mask, want to kill that guy for a chance of money. Give us $1, which isn't really enough, but... we are gonna need to drop a bit of cash. Okay, the damage boost I was speaking of is in the next room. You usually need to kill every single enemies here, but instead we're just taking a damage boost using the iframes, pressing that switch. No one, thank you for the follow, really appreciated. And the sparks, hope that you're doing good. So you want to get those arrows, get that guy out of the way. Want to make it easy on yourself, you can just carry a jar, throw it on him, but it's slower to do that, so you don't want to do that. So my PB for this game is 1 hour 32 minutes and 48 seconds. We're definitely not gonna beat that today. But I do need to de-rust, so... Bad RNG. And I dealt with it pretty badly as well. I will need that cash, but it's so far out of the way that I'm just not gonna go get it. Nice kill. Was pretty much the perfect kill. Could have been a few frames faster, but really not a big deal. Keeping that OP red boss, yeah. Yeah, I mostly do speedruns. And I guess that according to some people, if you ask me what game do I speedrun, I should probably just answer yes. I speedrun whatever I feel like speedrunning, honestly. I think that I'm at something like 8 world records now. Speedrun a lot of stuff. A lot of obscure stuff as well. But this is my main game. The one that started it all. Yeah, something like that. I didn't count them to be honest, but... including such awesome games as Barbie Supermodel on the Super Nintendo, Home Alone on NES. You know, awesome games like that. Thank you. Honestly, some of them were not that much work. Especially games like Destruction Derby on Nintendo 64, where absolutely no one ran it before. It was pretty much just submit a run and you have world record. But yeah, a win is a win. That is true. You know, I still had to route it enough for it to look like somewhat of a speedrun, so... This is a small glitch that we're gonna use from time to time. It's a frame perfect trick, but it's not that hard to do. It basically allows you to have dash speed, but go in any directions. Doesn't save that much time, you don't necessarily have to do it to get a good time, but it's not that hard to do, so it's definitely worth learning. So we're going in Desert Palace. The dungeon itself is pretty much the easiest dungeon in the entire game, but the boss is so freaking hard to do fast. It's probably the hardest boss in the entire game except for Ganon. Ganon is just trash. So let's pretend that we can bonk in the lantern. Actually, as long as you rub on it, you don't even need to bonk on it. It's faster to bonk lower than the actual lantern. Because you're pretty much in position to grab the key afterwards. Good RNG. I don't know if I should go for the suicide spin since I'm pretty much de-rusting anyway. There's a spin speed that you can do by exiting this dungeon, but if you fail it, you have to restart the entire dungeon and it saves only like half a second maybe. Like 0.5. But it's swag, so I'm probably gonna do it anyway. Right here. So yeah, if you fail that, you're pretty much just jumping down and you have to restart the entire dungeon. So I switch to Lantern right here, just to give myself a chance, you know, at slowing down the game to make sure that I'm okay. We need to switch Lantern soon anyway, so... Okay. Hardest boss in the game. He's definitely not gonna kill me, but he's hard at doing fast. Is that a 3-cycle? Like, this fight was seriously good. Honestly, this is the kind of fight that doesn't happen that often, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna take it though. Thanks for the GG. So we're gonna be doing a small glitch really shortly called the fake flippers, which allows you to swim without the flippers. It saves a huge 7 seconds to do. You just need to jump in the water the pixel before the screen transition and trigger that transition while you're in the air. As I said, it saves 7 seconds if you do it perfectly. Might have been like 4 in this run because of the pickle guy that was in the way. It's definitely still worth it, because it's not that hard. It might sound stupid because we're really early in the run, but this is one of the hardest splits in the entire run. There's so much stuff that can go wrong in this split alone. Sorry, having throat issues, I guess. It's allergy season. And of course I block myself. I'm pretty much dead. This is not a good thing. Yeah, at least the rocks are playing nice, so I should be fine regardless. But if the rocks decide that they just get in your way, there isn't much that you can do about it. But I lost so much time here. This is when things start to get complicated. That guy just getting in the way definitely doesn't help. So this room is quite easy, there's a safe spot right here. You don't play too stupidly, you shouldn't take damage from this location. Just don't take any risks, don't look at chat too much, and you should be fine. Okay, next room is kind of tricky. I kinda want to hit the beetle and the switch on the exact same slash, save a bit of time. Just like that. Can walk under the pits here. And time to fly. No, this is not good. Gonna do the beginner strat, I guess. The thing that sucks is that I'm short a bomb now. So I'm definitely going to have to get that bomb somewhere else. Yeah, this dungeon didn't go too well, but that's fine. That's D-Rust. I'm fine with it. I'm not fine with it anymore. This might just be a reset, to be honest. As I said, this split is complete bullshit. Playing ballsy because I don't really care about this run anymore. Just like 40 seconds on this split. Just awesome when that happens. Even more than 40, wow. That's fine, we're still going, by the way. Not resetting just because of that. Should, but... I mean, if it was a legit PB attempt, I would be resetting. We're fine on arrows, but we are definitely short one bomb, which is a big deal. So, we want to pull that tree. After that, we need to kill 4 enemies without taking damage. That's one of them. Of course, he's just gonna give me roll RNG like that. That's number 2. 3 and 4. So as long as I don't take damage before I pull the next tree, I will be getting 4 red rupees, which is gonna give me all the cash that I need to finish the run. I should be fine unless I get trolled. Straight Edge Gamer, thank you for the auto host. Sucks because minus 22 after desert is kind of a huge deal, but I wasn't expecting to PB anyway today, so it's all good. So mosaic transitions like that, you never want to dash into them, it's definitely slower. And it's not a huge deal if you're somewhat casually running the game, but I do need to watch for small frame wasters like that. And we got the money. No, I'm just rusty. That's exactly true. That's what it is. I didn't run this game in like 3 weeks, a month, something like that. It's all good, and I'm having fun playing this, so it's all that matters. Good thing is I got all of my HP, so I can do the optimal strats in Aghanim's Tower. Which I don't think that my PB has. Spin around. Just go down a bit, slash this guy, double spin. Here we go. The thing is, I'm most likely going to lose a lot of time on this split because my PB has only one blue ball on Aghanim, so unless he gives me godlike RNG, I'm gonna be losing time. Taking damage, that's fine, I want to take damage, I don't want my sword beams at this point. That guy was gonna stab me in the back if I were to start a dash. The reason why you don't want your sword beam is this room. If you have them, as soon as you attack the guy, everyone's going to see you. If you don't, they might just not see you, just like they did. Bring 2 boomerang here. Good RNG. Normally you want to start a dash, but they gave me a pretty bad pattern for that. And that guy is going to be suspended in mid-air for the rest of eternity. Honestly, it's not too bad of a start so far. Like, this legit looks like a speedrun at least. Okay, let's see what kind of RNG we get on that guy. Basically, each of his cycles are 5 attacks. The first one I can reflect back, for sure. 2, 3, and 4, it's a 50-50. That's a bad start. I mean, if I got 15 blue balls, I'd be happy, to be honest. But 15 is dead. And the 5th one is going to be a lightning bolt. Now it's just that there's not a lot of people with 15 blue balls and a video proof of it, so that would put me in that very select club. I'd be fine with that. So we already lost at least 6 seconds compared to PB. And this should be a 2 or a 3 blue balls. 2 is absolutely fine. Anything below 3 is really good RNG. And we might be very close to being in the green again. We're gonna be just about even. And Pod is stressing me because of one trick in it. If you know about speedrunning of this game, you know what trick it is. And I just hope that we don't get some kind of stupid RNG where I have a chance to actually losing my monkey because I don't have the cash to buy it back. I mean, it rarely happens, so it's not a legit reason to worry, I guess. But there's definitely still a chance to lose that monkey. And you don't want that. Definitely need that bomb. And we got sniped. It's fine as long as we don't take more than 3 hearts of damage before the refill. If we do, then it's gonna make things complicated. Yeah, things are gonna be complicated. I normally would not be grabbing this bomb, but I had to get an extra one because of the failed bomb jump. So this one was pretty fast. Time for some fun. I didn't go for the swag strat. There's a strat that you can do. Basically it's throwing a second bomb and breaking the wall during the time that you're doing the hammer jump. It saves 1 second and it's a lot harder to do. So yeah, I skipped it for now. So we're fine HP wise. That was sketchy. My D-pad did act up a bit in the mimic room, like he just didn't want to spin around. As I said, when you're a speedrunner, you absolutely need to learn to blame your controller. That's super important. So I just had to do it real quick. Okay, this room. Nice. Okay, SRNG. Please give me something good. So tail swipes are good, fireballs are bad. That's how it goes. And we're dead, probably. Yeah. Thank you, Elma. Somehow we didn't die. I'm honestly surprised that we're not dead. But that RNG was probably as bad as it can get, so... I'm definitely gonna be losing quite a bit of time on this split. That RNG was trash. I didn't even get the chance to try and get one hammer bash in. But to be honest, taking him down with the hammer when his helmet is removed is not easy. The hitbox is just stupid. Thanks for the GG. But look at all that time bleeding. I mean, it's fine, we're still... As long as the run is still alive, I'm fine with it. And I don't even... Not even speaking in terms of PB, I'm just talking about being alive in general right now. And honestly, if I didn't fall down to Moldor Minera, we most likely would be ahead right now. That's the crazy part about all of this. So yeah, you can dash with items. If you press the dash button and the item button on the exact same frame. I make it sound hard, but it's not even that hard when you get used to it. The end positioning is a bit awkward at first, but you get used to it. Oh, Vanilla Flute. Mandatory rando joke here. So this is probably the most important spin speed in the entire run. Because that red guy is just too fast. If you do this perfectly, you're able to just dodge him. If not, you're gonna have problems because of that guy and that wall, apparently. Let's remember where the walls are next time. So Thieves Town. Derusting this without powder is gonna be really interesting, to be honest. It's not an easy dungeon, but at least the boss should go well, I hope. Nice fairy drop. If that ghost got to me, that would have been really bad. Can happen, but it's rare. There's a few arts that I can get, but there's not that many of them. Not a good time to become a bunny. Usually can just walk up and go past that guy's flame. Since we got turned in a bunny, this made things a bit more complicated. Hell's Way. One of the hardest rooms in the game. Got bad RNG. We could not even attempt the God Pixel strat. So let's just do whatever. Oh yeah, the music in this game is awesome. The thing that sucks is that the best track in the game is when you turn in a bunny in the Dark World and you don't have Moon Pearl. But we only get to hear that for like 2 seconds maybe. That guy was just coming for Link. Yeah, well... You know, when you're playing the game casually, you can just stay there and listen to it, but sadly, can't really do that. At least not in a speedrun setting. But YouTube is your friend. Sometimes. Unless you're uploading speedruns to it, then it's really not your friend. Yeah, Sonic is a weird game. He tells you to go fast. But if you go fast, you're gonna get a spike in the face and you're just gonna die. So don't go too fast. Just go fast, but sometimes. Yeah, I'll be honest. I know that most people really like Sonic games, but I don't. And you know, I don't mind people liking it. It's personal taste, it's all good. But I don't. I'm gonna grab that heart real quick. I haven't done this boss without sword beams in quite a while. Let's hope that we don't suck too much. I would not say that this was a good fight, but I'm alive, he's not. Everything is good. So at this time we're gonna go get the third sword and get all of the monies that we need for the rest of the run. We're gonna get loaded. So we got some monies here. Basically need to get the money for the flippers right now. It's pretty much in the way, so don't have to do some kind of crazy detour to get it. Alright. Thank you for sticking by. Thank you for the follow. If you followed, I'm not even sure, but whatever, thank you anyway. And now it's done. Okay, so I don't look stupid by thanking you for it. That's not the new strat. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully we get to finish this run. But it's linked to the past, so we never know. You know, by the end of the run, everything deals a lot of damage and we don't have that much HP, so we never know. So we use the mirror directly in the house, not too far in. This way, as soon as we get out, we transition to the dark world instantly. And we can just keep going and go for Skull Woods. The stupidest dungeon in the run. And we got the monies. Okay, first room here, the Gibdo room. This is a scary room. And I screwed it up, so... Hi, man. This is bad. What the f... Okay, the run is dead. Let's do it correctly this time. That's what it should look like. When you're starting to run this, you can take time and kill the Gibdos or stun them or whatever you want. But at a certain level, you just need to learn how to do your stuff and ignore them. Kind of complicated because they do a lot of damage. So you fall in that pit here because it gives you iframes. Get across that first enemy. Don't need to bother with it. You know that he's not gonna hurt you, so you can just walk into it. We don't need money anymore. And we won the race. Wow. Okay, next room can be quite tricky. Can you leave the corners alone, please? Thank you. Yeah, big time loss. I mean, that was expected. This is fine. Of course, my cat just had to jump into me. Yeah, onto me, whatever. That could be a problem. Okay. Oops, forgot to split. At this point, we just float back to the house. Grab onto the house. That wasn't needed. Need to float here just to mess up with the camera of the game. Oops. Well, that's awkward. Wanted to climb into me again, he got his claw stuck in my thigh. So yeah, that was fun. At this point, we're going to get Quake and Flippers. That bonk is important because you want to make Link look stupid a bit. And you're getting the flippers. And that cat got quite a nasty cut on my thigh. Just what you like when you're speedrunning a game. Okay, whatever. Time for some ice. Good thing about Ice Palace when it comes to speedrunning is that it's really short. Bad thing about it is that it still exists. So since we use the flute near Link's house, we did a small manipulation that allows us to kill this guy right away. Just like that. So get in that room, which is something like the map or the compass. We don't care about that, we just go right back up. Okay, there's a couple of strats that you can do for the next room. What you're gonna do is flash that, lay down a bomb, try to get rid of those guys which are completely in the way. And don't screw up like that, obviously. Well, that was a complete failure. I wanted to get the switchback with the bomb, but I just wasted bombs instead. Okay, one of the hardest tricks in the game here. And we got it. I won't have time to do the cycle, so let's just go. So one easy strat that you want to do here, hold your sword out, just spin. Just like that. If you're not careful, you can actually soft lock in that block when pushing it. Just about never happens, but it's still something that can happen, so... And the boss. This boss is not easy. It went pretty well. Might have saved a bit of time on this split. We're at like plus 46. Might be at plus 30 now. Looking at my splits, and Misery Meyer was probably pretty awful in my PB. Okay, this is the shopping split. We're gonna go get everything that we need to finish the game at this time. No damage, that's awesome. Want to take that portal from the right, because it saves a bit of time to do so, a bit of lag time. Yeah, getting the book is useful, I do need it, but you need to get to the light wall first. What? Dude? There is no precise time to get Ice Rod as long as you get it before Turtle Rock. But you do need to get Ether before Misery Meyer, which is absolutely important. Because you kinda need it to unlock the dungeon. Probably the only time where the shield is actually going to be useful. And time for Swamp Palace. Probably my least favorite dungeon in the entire game. I just find it to be absolutely not interesting. The only good thing about it is that we know that we most likely won't die here. So those brown things will only shoot if you slash at them. Not necessarily at them, but if you slash. Or dash, or whatever that uses your sword. If not, they're just going to chill. Okay, this room is a bit tricky. It's really easy to take damage here. I don't know if I was thinking that I was in Mario Bros or something, just jumping on the guy. Obviously did not work. We're fine with only one bomb. That's all that we need. And boss time. And that's a time waste. Because if he's due to do his cycle, like where he's spinning his balls, I guess, he's gonna do it regardless of if he has balls or not. And we definitely lost time on this dungeon again. Not too bad. The run is still pretty decent. It'd be at 133 still. Maybe. I think that at 133 would be complicated at this point. This is the longest cutscene in the entire game. It actually is, it's not some way of talking or not something, it's really the longest. But then again, as I said earlier, if we didn't fall to Moldorm, we would be close to PB pace at this point. It's not starting in a very good way right now. Definitely one of my weak splits, I'm fully aware of that. And it's definitely a split where you can die easily. You take a lot of damage boost in this split. So if you take unnecessary damage, then really don't have a lot of HP left. So if you take unnecessary damage, you might have to resort to backup strats, which will lose you to some time, so definitely try to play correctly here. Those slugs in the next room hit for 4 HP each. In case of doubt, Fire Rod. You absolutely don't want them to deal any damage to you. That's bad. I need magic to set up a glitch later on the run, and missing a Fire Rod shot might mean that I won't be able to do it. Not a huge deal if I don't do it, but it's definitely a nice time save if I do. So that's the first instance of damage boosting. Take 3 hearts of damage. But it's definitely not the last one. You need a lot of hearts just to do the boss correctly. You need a lot of them. Not sure if that worked. I tried to set up the glitch I'm gonna do maybe next room if I did set up correctly. Yes, I did. Normally need to go up to press the switch, but thanks to that glitch, we're all good. We can just mess up with the game. Honestly, we might be pretty much even at this point. Means that my Misery Mire in the PB was complete trash. Might even be back in the green. Which shows that my PB is pretty much free. Okay. Well, we got something decent going on right now. Not taking any chance with those guys. Thanks to a small manipulation that we did throughout the entire run, we should get a fairy drop at some point in this dungeon. Which means that even if I don't really want to take damage, Taking damage should be okay, in small doses of course. Don't want to put my life at risk or anything, but... One of those orange enemies with huge balls should be dropping a fairy at some point in the dungeon. I was just hoping that it would not be this one. Yeah, 9 arrows, definitely want those. And as I said earlier, we got a fairy. Can do this room without taking damage, but you'd have to get the hook shot out. Not worth the extra menuing. As long as I can do laser skip without any problems, I should be fine. Let's go. Yeah, for those who wondered what exactly happens to Zelda later on in the game because we don't get to see her again, she's in that crystal. You can see her right now. So we do get to see her again, but if you don't pay attention, it's quite easy to miss. That's way low. You want to be like, you have to want to have at least 1 or 2 pixels between you and the tower. It saves a bit of lag frames, but that's maybe a bit too far. Needed the arrows, just to make sure that I'm fine. Okay, the scary part begins. Gonna take each and every single art that I can grab at this point. All of them. I don't care if they're slightly out of the way. As long as I don't risk taking damage by taking them, they're fair gains. I want them. Well, that's maybe a bit too far out of the way. Okay. Gauntlet is survived. This is gonna be fine. The second one was interesting, but he was kind of in a dangerous spot, so... Sucks, but it should still be okay. Okay, please play nice now. Please don't be an asshole. Okay, come on, easy patterns, please. That's a double, that's fine. That's a shit pattern. Yeah, single, that's pretty much what I could do with that. Single again. Yes. All depends on that dude. Ganon is hard, honestly. So it's far from over. Holy shit. This should be fine, this should be fine. Please allow me to do Torch Lich, and it's gonna be okay. And please don't warp too much, that's also something that can happen. Please don't warp. Please don't go right beside the lantern. Oh, crap. Really? Is this going to be the 131 for real? Like what? How did I get a 131 out of that? Wow. I'm honestly actually mind blown right now. No, I clearly said right from the start that I was not expecting to PB today. PB by over a minute. With a bad start as well. That's what you call de-rusting right now. Holy shit. Wow. This is going to be very interesting to run against. Because honestly, the start of the game was a weird run, honestly. Escape and Eastern were, you know, what they usually are. Decent, but nothing special. Desert was amazing. Era, I fell down to Moldorm, so that costed me 25 seconds right there. Failed the bomb jump as well, so... Aghanim's Tower, the dungeon went really well, but I got 2 blue balls. So I lost a bit of time on that. And then it started going badly. Up to Untel Swamp, plus 42. I mean, I went from plus 3 after Aghanim's Tower to plus 42. But if you told me that I was going to get a 131 today, not be believing it at all. You know what? The sub 90 dream, the sub 1 hour 30 minutes dream, it's more alive than it's ever been so far. Like, you just look at my splits, you know that I can get 130. And I know that there's definitely more strats that I can do to get that sweet 129. So, the interesting question that I always love to ask when I PB, do I get any ranks out of that? Do I stay at the same place? I know for a fact that I'm gaining at least a few ranks. Right now I'm 182nd out of nearly 700 runners. And this would put me all the way up to 164th. And I'm bumping quite a lot of big names. Outer Blue, which is famous for its ZGDQ runs. A few names that most people don't know about, but they're pretty well known in the community. Rob Italian, which is an amazing Super Metroid speedrunner. So yeah, this is cool. Let's watch the entire credit sequence because honestly it's in the rules, we have no choice but to anyway. While this credit plays out, I'm just gonna go make sure that my cat is okay. I'll be right back. Everything is good. Those credits feel special almost every time that I listen to them, because basically when I listen to them now, it means that I got a PB. So what do you guys think? Should we attempt something else after that? Maybe small Super Metroid D-Rust? I mean, at least for me, nothing that I can do at this point is going to top that PB anyway. And that's the kill screen. Gonna save those splits real quick. Honestly, I'm mind blown by this run right now. Let's save those splits. That's my sum of best now. Wow, so with everything that happened today, my sum of best is now sub 1 hour 30 minutes. That's just awesome, honestly.